Who are you calling a Bubba?
Look at this. Give them a profile. Give them a profile.
Yeah, look at, why do you think I'm growing this beard?
How long did that take you to grow, man? How many months is that? I don't mean to
1 hour.
Bro. I know.
1 hour.
Came in here clean shaven. Now, awesome to have you back in studio, dude, for a little bit of fun this morning. Now, we're talking Xbox Live and some of the top games out. First of all, for the uninitiated, what is Xbox Live itself?
Okay, cool. So Xbox Live is this feature that you have an annual subscription to an online service that Xbox provide where you can play online games, you can download a lot of different games that you can play as well that you can't get in store. And with that comes the ability to buy a bunch of games that independent developers have been making. So it's not your big studios, they're very small, small houses, they're fringe stuff, but it's so good. And I think they're very overlooked when it comes to games journalism and what's happening in the media and what you guys hear about at home, what people tell you at school and in the workplace.
You games activist.
Woo! Like arcade games are where the party's at. And there are a couple of that have been going around for the last couple of years. Remember, like the Xbox has been around for about 6-7 years now. So we've had this library of games just building up. And I want to go through what I think are my favorite top
Well, let's get into it. Let's get into it, starting with our number 5, shall we?
Okay, number 5 is Trials Evolution. Now, it's a game I think you'll really dig. It's a physics-based racing game like motocross.
Cool.
But you have to navigate this course where you have to fall and not fall off the race and not fall off the track. But it's quite hard because you know how when you do like motocross or trials racing, that the graphics, you know, like
your cadence comes into play.
Yeah, your cadence comes into play. You have to like balance on one wheel and hop over onto another ledge or so on. So it requires a lot from you as a player, and it's quite fun and rewarding to get to the end. My favorite feature of the game is that all your friends on Xbox Live who have it will show you markers where they've got, so you can progress further than bragging rights.
Cool. Okay, number 4.
Number 4 is a game called Limbo. You might have heard of Limbo if you're an artist or in the graphic design scene because it has such a rich aesthetic. It's black and white, but it's got this really cool tone where it's sort of like film noir and you move this character. There are no instructions on the screen telling you what to do. You just get up and go, move from left to right, and this world just unfolds. And there's a lot of puzzle solving. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's got such a great tone for a side scroller.
Cool. Number 3.
If you are into playing games with your friends and in your family, there's a game called Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers is a 4-player co-op, side-scrolling RPG. So you can rank up your characters, give them tribute skills to them, and work together as a family or with a bunch of friends. And it's fun, it's cartoony, it's a lot of energy, and I highly recommend it, especially if you've got siblings and you want to have like a good party.
More family-friendly. Cool. Coming, number 2.
Okay, something that's a little less family-friendly is Shadow Complex. It's also a side-scroller by the guys who did Gears of War and Unreal Tournaments. It's made in the Unreal Engine, and you kind of like the spy, and it's a shooter. It's like gritty and real life, and it's probably got one of the best graphics that I've seen for an arcade title. So if you're into really good production value, high action, lots of weapons, and sliding around and being cool, then that's the kind of game for you.
Then the big one, number 1.
The big one is Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. It's this game where we've had it on the show before. I don't know if the guys remember it, but it's this game where you play as 2 different brothers whose mother passes away and his father gets really ill. And it's this really emotive story that looks a lot like Terry Pratchett.
Oh, cool.
And you control each of the brothers with a left analog stick and a right analog stick. There's a big twist in the middle of the game. I don't want to go into too much of it, but it's heart-wrenching and it's so well done and so well thought out that it kind of justifies this weird, janky way of playing the game with 2 different arcade sticks.
Oh man, not only does he have masculinity, he's showing his heart as well. Well, that's 5 really good reasons to get your hands on Xbox Live. Now, we've spoken about brothers. We're about to introduce 2 of the cutest to you. Kat and Alana are going to introduce the twins in just a sec.